Hey guys, and welcome back to CryptoFi. Today we're going to be looking at Flux, and this is going to be a short video looking at everything to do with Flux, guys. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel, guys. I'm putting more and more videos up every day, and let's get straight into the video, guys. So what is Web 3.0? Web 3.0 is a decentralized internet, guys, where we take ownership of our assets. So Flux provides the infrastructure for the new internet. So let's ask the question firstly, who controls the internet, right? Who actually is in control over the internet? And it's actually Amazon Web3 services that control 33% of the internet, guys. Controls 33% of the internet. Google and Microsoft are close followers. Microsoft with 18% and Google with 9%, guys. So are there problems of current Web 2? And yes, there are problems of current Web 2. Right? We are able to read and write our data, but we cannot own our data. So what Flux OS does, it allows us to own our data, guys. Right? We can run our own decentralized applications on the Flux network. For example, Private Bin, these are some of the ones that have been released in the last 30 days. These applications are decentralized, guys. They're not owned by anyone and they are just running on the network. So we don't have to worry about the infrastructure. All we have to do is focus on the development and the infrastructure is left to them. So furthermore, I want to have a look into this, right? So decentralized, what has Flux said about their decentralization? It's highly resistant to system failure and outside attempts at censorship. And I'm going to get more into this in a second, guys. So Flux is API backed, redundant, interoperable. It's a very doxed project, guys, okay? And it's gaining more and more adoption every day. A scalable and decentralized computational network relying on proof of work, proof of useful work, guys, proof of useful work. And yeah, these are just some of the places in the world which are running Flux nodes. So you can see the world is quite aware of Flux, everywhere pretty much, maybe except for Russia. Essentially what you need to do is you need to accumulate Flux and then you can run a node operator and gain 30%, 12.5% and 7.5% as a block reward. All right, guys, that's enough about Flux and their website. Let's move on to what's been going on recently and why I think Flux is going to take the stage. So this is important, guys. Amazon Web Services suffering another outage, the third disruption this month. As I said earlier, Amazon Web Services controls 33% of the internet, guys. 33% of the internet, guys. So it's been going down consistently, right? 3 times in a month. Outages at scale are more frequent for sure, says a managing partner at IT services firm Deft. And businesses, the businesses are relying on these, right? They are relying on these, and what's happening is it is causing delays. So it is causing delays in a lot of different businesses. It's affecting their revenue, and the more Amazon Web Services grows, the more the world depends on it, right? Being dependent on this is not a good thing, and this is where Web 2 is finding its limitations, guys. The problem with this is it is affecting businesses. Businesses are struggling to, especially retail businesses and the move online due to COVID-19, they are struggling to use some of these services. 3 outages in the last month can affect big multinational corporations' profits, guys, okay? So why is Flux a solution, guys? Well, Flux, it does everything, right? But it's decentralized. It's much more secure to these outside attacks and censorship resistances. But anyways, let's move on to some of the main competitors. So the main competitors of Flux are Stack OS and ICP. I just want to show you something about this, guys. Why I think Flux is the best one. So Flux has a huge public allocation, guys. So 96.4% of Flux is publicly allocated. So this is more indicative of true decentralization. And in terms of its competitors, for example, it has very high VC allocation. The 95% token plunge from a 45 billion market capitalization. It's doubled, but it doesn't matter. Enthusiasm, whatnot. It's been dumped on by VC, guys. This is the same for Stack OS, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I've done the research. And this decreases the viability for adoption, guys. If our data cannot be kept private, if the network is owned by certain individuals, our data, we will not own our data, guys. So I've put this in a Twitter thread here, and this is my Twitter over here. let's just have a look at this, guys. We've been growing it quite a bit recently. So I've gone into more depth here. This is just a very brief outline, and I've talked about some of the use cases of Flux as well, guys. So let's have a look at this very briefly. Some of the use cases of Flux can include the ability of parallel assets, guys. You can mine Kadena, Solana, Tron, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain. It is setting the foundation of Web3, guys. It's had a run 30 on 30 in the last month, and it had a 20 on 20 previously. So adoption is coming fast. And let's move on to the metrics, guys, and the technical analysis behind Flux. So let's look at Flux, guys. Currently, we're trading at 1.83. When I put my Twitter thread out earlier, it was 1.76. Flux is quite reliant on Bitcoin to a fair degree. It tends to move further than Bitcoin. Let's have a look at the 3-month chart, guys. As you can see, we've exploded upwards. This big thing here was not a dump, guys, just to be clear. It was due to Flux being listed on Binance, guys, okay? It was a very short wick up and down. So essentially with Flux, guys, what's been happening is we've been seeing a period of accumulation, guys. We reached here, and we've been trending upwards ever since, guys, okay? So just looking at some of the statistics, guys, let's have a look at some of their market cap. So Flux's market cap is, let me see, its market cap is 405 million, guys. So 405 million is not a lot for a project solving a $1 trillion industry, guys, right? Its fully diluted market cap is 800 million, and its volume being traded is 31 million. So essentially, roughly more or less half of its supply is locked. So the fully diluted market cap is what we should be looking at here. So it's near $1 billion, guys, near $1 billion, right? And it's just been progressing ever since. And I think, to be honest with you, looking at their services, it's hard not to be bullish on Flux, right? It's decentralized. I don't know a single thing. Offering a wallet as well with exchange built into it. Creating a decentralized foundation for an internet. I don't know any other projects doing that, guys. And if you guys do know, let me know in the comments below. But I believe that the winner will take all. The most decentralized, the best project, the one that gains the most adoption, the best marketing project will take all. And Flux has done a very good job of that so far, guys. And obviously this is not financial advice. I'm just saying Flux has been very good at this so far. So yeah, that's my predictions on Flux. In terms of a price prediction, guys, I'll give you a very brief one. I believe we will, in the next month, depending on how Bitcoin moves, we could see us entering back into the 2.5 region and the 3 region, depending on how much adoption comes to Flux as well, guys. You have to remember, my view is that altcoins will eventually separate themselves from Bitcoin, but for now, we will be trading with Bitcoin. So guys, that's the end of the video, and if you guys enjoyed that, make sure you follow my Twitter. I do put the threads out slightly earlier than my YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting out a lot more good content like this. I'm going to try and make the videos a little shorter for you guys, because I know you guys prefer shorter videos. And yeah, make sure to have a look at Flux, guys, because when this comes in the news and it becomes clear that Flux is offering a service which outages will not happen in, it will be very, very good, guys, for Flux's price. Anyway, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at crypto85. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.